This podcast may contain offensive content. You have been warned. Hello everyone, and welcome to the Diecast podcast. I am Johnny, your DM, and we are a live play 5th edition Dungeons & Dragons podcast, currently running through Waterdeep Dragon Heist. This is our 5th season. Thank you for coming along on the story. Thank you for coming along on the journey. We hope you have a really good time. Before we get into everything, just a quick reminder where you can find us. You can find us on Twitter at Diecast Podcast. Give us a follow. It'll keep you up to date with all the fun things going on. Also, we do a yeah or nah question poll. So if you want to get involved with that, there's going to be some yeah or nahs to ask after this week's episode. It is big. You can also find us on any app that plays a podcast, on our own website at www.flyinglizardstudio.com, and of course on YouTube, Diecast Podcast. You'll find us there. You'll find the playlist of all our recent episodes. So if you need to catch up or you just want to have something on in the background, we're there for you. So we've been away for a week. We're coming back with a new episode. Lots of stuff happens. I hope you enjoy it. It's very intense, and we will see you at the break. We have a couple of announcements about Uncon to make, the Unconventional Gaming Convention. And with that, we will jump right into it. We will see you at the break. Hello, and welcome to the Diecast podcast. It is wintertime in Waterdeep, but summertime in the city. As we have progressed through the seasons, we kind of skipped spring in Toronto. But we are... what happened last episode that weekend? We had some incident with some rats in a basement.
They're very mean to me, and I don't abide it.
They fired tiny bows and arrows at us.
Oh, that was so damaging.
We did not kill them.
I got excited actually for a second because I was like, are we talking about the rat episode? Oh, yes, I loved it. I was like, let's talk about that all day. But I see what you mean.
Yeah,
we're not talking about
2 sessions ago. For this crew of adventurers.
You got some intel from Raynar about the Gralhund Villa and how they've been housing some Zhentarine that he found out. So you guys went over to investigate. You sent Pizza Carl on a reconnaissance mission, a Lothian-esque type of information gathering session where he gave you a layout of the land. And then you went back to Bajara the Blackstaff and you asked her for some magical items. And then you used the term murder toys and death cults.
Oh, yeah.
And piqued her interest greatly on what you plan to use those items for.
Although not for the better initially.
We got them though.
Yeah. It came around. It was fine.
And then you guys came back to the villa. You snuck around the back. You came in through the carriage house and you saw that the carriage and the horses were kind of there and ready to go, but it looks like they've been there and ready to go for a couple of days. Now they've acquired a little bit of dust. You snuck past the groundskeeper into the kitchen, discovered some murdered bodies, found some keys, made your way, and you saw a big fight between the villa guards and the Zhentarine, just duking it out in the grand foyer and various other parts. And you snuck up the stairs to a room where guards and Zhents were fighting in front of a barricaded door. You made your way into like a bathroom area, and the room after that was barricaded. And I believe you put your shoulder into it a couple times, where we all learned everybody's got a negative modifier to their strength score.
Yeah, we're very weak.
But you burst in and you saw a guy huddled up in the corner, and you jumped in and you saw a man dressed in Zhentarine garb, but his hair was mostly burnt off and looked like he had some serious burns on his face, holding the Stone of Golorr in his hands as Waywocket burst through the door. And as every DM likes to start off their favorite episodes, please, let's roll for initiative.
Okay.
Ooh.
So are there 2 guys in this room?
Yes.
Do we see both of them?
One you can see, one I will describe
cool.
to you when the occasion arises.
Oof.
Is there a modifier to this?
It's your dex modifier.
Oh, okay.
Yep.
Yay, which is a plus.
Yeah. It's the lowest I've rolled for initiative with Waywocket. It's not the best time to do so.
Ooh, I'm at 13. Where am I?
You're that way,
Oh.
I think.
Okay.
Unless you want to change which mini you are.
I
I think
know.
actually I think you're usually this mini.
Oh,
Actually.
yeah.
Did I get it backwards?
Doesn't really matter. I mean, neither of them. Although
that
that one has a
burning
staff,
staff
which
guy.
makes sense. But
Yeah.
oh, I was like, who's the extra person? Pizza Carl.
Pizza Carl.
Pizza Carl.
Pizza Carl is played by a red cap for our minis.
Waywocket, what'd you get?
Got 9.
Oh no. All right, Amalica.
13.
13 for Amalica. Yozef and Pizza Carl.
20. Oh, I also roll for Carl?
Yeah.
20.
And a 2 for Carl.
Oh no.
But does he get a dexterity bonus or just the 2?
Oh, that's a good... no, he's actually got +3, so he got a 5 there.
Yay.
He's still going last.
Oh, then in this case, I didn't want to go or win this save.
So as you burst in, this is clearly a fancy bedroom. There's that wood paneling that goes on like up to like about waist level, and then kind of like this either white tiled or white paint that goes all the way to the top. There is a canopy bed in the corner, which you notice that there is someone peeking up from behind. Looks like he's cowering behind it. You know, it's that it's got these again those old timbers, like the brown, like this deep almost brownish reddish oak, like very, very well lacquered underneath with a big plush red carpet. There's a writing desk and a couple of bookshelves with not many books on it. It looks like a very luxurious type of room. And you notice off in the corner, there is a circle with runes and sigils scribed in chalk and gemstones into the floor as well. As it is Urstel Floxen's turn. He is standing by in the corner by you notice that all the windows have their curtains drawn, and he's holding a stone with 3 eyes in it, and he looks at Waywocket and he looks down the stone and he tosses the stone at you.
Uh-huh.
Give me a dexterity check, please.
Oh, all right. Is it a check or a saving
Check,
throw?
just a check.
It's a 20.
You catch it in your palm. It's got a bit of heavy. It feels like it weighs about 7 or 8 pounds. As you notice, he turns around and begins to. He whips open the curtains. Amalica, like just the bright sunlight finally smacks you in the face. Your sunglasses, your umbrella sunglasses help you out a little bit. But he begins to immediately try and pick the lock on the window.
Oh. Hey, stop that.
Checking. He is not stopping that, but he unfortunately rolled a 5 on the check and is not able to get the lock on. And you hear him just curse, and he's like, "Oh shit!" As he's fumbling with the locks. It looks like the damage he took earlier in the day or for the day before is still affecting him. Yozef, it is your turn.
That's one thing we forgot in the recap is that we did call for city backup as well.
Right.
Oh, yeah.
Yes. Right.
That's FYI.
Oh, right. I had a thing for that.
All right. He said, stop that. I'm going to reach out and project a giant fist of smoke out of my hands and attempt to hold him steady in a hold person spell.
Wisdom save. Ba-da-ba. This is not one of his best saves. That is a 9 for a save DC.
Oh, okay. I think that's...
Yeah, it's much lower than your save DC. So
Oh, it's got to be my spell save DC. Yeah.
yeah.
So
So he
15.
is held.
So you see,
Hiya!
actually hear that tiny little clink of metal as you see the lockpicks fall out of his hands and tink, 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 tink. As you see the guy behind the bed just put his hands, both his arms up in the air like, yes, it's amazing. You are great. Amalica.
Thank you.
Who are you, sir?
It is your turn, Amalica.
Oh, are we really fighting though? I mean,
Well, he's now paralyzed.
yeah, I feel like nothing much is happening right now.
He's
It's
got to
just-
keep making that throw over and over.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, are we like, can we just like do a timeout with this guy and just be like, whoa, we don't necessarily want to fight here.
Well, he
Or
can't
is he just-
talk right now and he can't move either. So
Oh, he can't talk while
he's
you.
paralyzed.
But not the guy behind the bed.
Yeah. So you can interact with the guy behind the bed.
Because he can still make a save and try and do stuff, but right now he's effectively stuck. So game-wise, mechanically, if you melee attack him, he counts as critical hit.
Oh.
And he automatically fails all strength and dexterity saves as well.
Well, I mean, He just gave us the stone, didn't he? Am I misremembering this immediately?
No, he threw a stone at me that I caught.
Okay.
It could be misdirection.
So like Amalica is gonna like look at the guy by the bed and just be like, "You, what's going on? Like what is this?"
He came in here and assaulted me. I was trying to defend myself, and he had that stone on him, and he was, oh my goodness, it was terrible. I'm not combat trained, but he just came in and he's actually got the starting of kind of like raccoon eyes, like the black, like he's been punched in the face a couple of times.
Oh no. Okay.
He looks quite panicked. He's like, but he also has like these blue and purplish robes, like very fancy, like high esteemed robes of Waterdeep.
Okay. Just like I'm spacing on everything.
No, that's all right.
Well, why is he running away if he came here to like get this stone from you?
It's like, I don't know.
He just gave it up.
Waywocket, it is your go.
Can I, if I use a sneak attack, can I subdue this person down to 0 hit points, but not kill them?
Yeah, you'll do damage, and you just got to say if you want to knock him out or if you want to.
All right, I'll sneak into the.
Oh, he's paralyzed. It's going to count as a sneak attack.
Yeah. So I'll be next to our paralyzed friend. I think the other guy is our paralyzed friend
this
there.
guy.
Yes,
and be like, you sleep now. So I get advantage on this, I assume. Also,
advantage as well. Yeah.
Oh my god,
this is going to be brutal. Here are the mechanics of a critical hit for.
So I rolled an 11 plus 9 is 20.
That is a hit.
And it's a critical hit. Oh my god!
Wouldn't it be great if they're both ones?
Oh my god! So that is
double all your dice.
Double all my dice. That's 4d6 and 2d8.
What?
Yeah, this is what rogues are for. I rolled some low die, though. So 8, 12, 15, 17, 18 plus 7, so 25 damages slashing.
Ooh. So describe, like, how do you try and conk him in the back of the head? You, like, jam him in the gut? Like, what do you do?
It's a magical rapier, and it does piercing damage. So I imagine I sneak in and go, and I poke him in a spot that I know will just zap him of all of his sort of earthly energy and knock him unconscious.
He, you hear kind of like this low gutter, like, but his eyes are still darting about. He's still standing.
Okay.
And after that is Pizza Carl's turn.
There isn't that much for Pizza Carl to do. I am going to actually send Pizza Carl,
who I believe is still invisible from the last.
Yep. We came up a landing, right?
The stairs.
Yes, this is like the second floor of the building that we're looking at.
I'm just going to send Carl over the stairs just to make sure nobody else is coming up the stairs.
And there's 3 guards and 2 Zhents fighting in front of the barricaded doors out front there as well.
Right here?
Right here.
Or right here?
The double doors, right?
The double doors. Yeah.
Right here. So I'm going to send him to check on that situation and magically communicate back to me what is going on.
He's like, all right, so the guy, like the villa guards, they're and you know, so there's also like a couple of corpses on the ground. There's 2 villa guards and 1 Zhent guard, or in 1 Zhent corpse. He's like, I think the guards aren't doing as well. I think they're going to lose this fight.
The Zhentarim are going to lose the fight?
No, the
guards.
The guards are losing the fight, at least to Carl's perspective.
I'm going to relay that information back. Can he see any other exits for us? Like, what would be the best way to get out of here?
The only things you see are the doors you've come in, the door just across from the stairs. The double doors are buried. They've got like benches and like coat racks in front of it, so it'd take a bit of work to clear it out. But other than that, essentially unlocking a window and getting out is your only other option.
And this is the door back to the yard where we came?
Oh, this is the second floor. So that's a door to a room you haven't been in yet.
Oh, I see.
Yeah.
Okay. Everybody knows what Carl knows now.
All right. Erstil is paralyzed. He'll make his save at the end. What's your save DC, Yozef?
It is 15.
15. That is a 10, so he does not save.
Nope.
We go back to Yozef. It is still your turn.
All right, I'm going to smack him with an Eldritch Blast.
Woo! So you have advantage. Yeah, you have advantage on this attack. Let's see, paralyzed. One second. Yeah, you have advantage. It just won't count as a crit.
Okay, so it says here damage is 1d10 force. Double threes.
Ooh.
Oh, wait, plus my
Attacks.
No. Plus my, so it's a 10.
10. You think you're overconfident, and maybe it's Carl that's yipping in your head a little bit, but you send off the 2 blasts, and they kind of like boosh, boosh, and actually shatters the window behind Urstal Flux, and you feel this cold blast of air come washing in. You can see snow and wind just kind of like start to drop on the inside.
Carl, don't talk to me while I'm blasting.
I'm sorry. I didn't know you were blasting. My apologies. I'm sorry. I'm really sorry.
The window's open, everybody.
Amalica, you are next.
All right, so let's just like carry on with this. Let's see, what seems like fun? I mean, we've got some new spells and things.
Yeah, you could if you want to take a defensive turn, you could mage armor yourself up.
I mean, yeah, I guess it doesn't really. You want to keep him conscious.
Oh, I just don't want to kill him. I want to knock him unconscious. But I just don't want to kill him.
You can still attack him with magic and just say, I just want to knock him unconscious with like my spells. Do non-lethal damage, but you gotta say it before you attack, though.
Well, I think I actually am gonna use my mage armor because there's another room full of
baddies.
Yeah. And Waywocket has a sneak attack thing still.
Yeah, I can smack him real hard next turn.
Yeah.
I'm going to leave this to you, friend.
No problem.
So I'm going to use mage armor, which is new and shiny and fun.
So describe how a shadow sorceress casts mage armor on herself.
Boy, howdy. Well, clearly, because Amalica likes layers so much and you so pleasantly reminded me that, it's winter and it's cold and this is just another
it's a magical
thing to add. So Amalica kind of casts it like a scarf. So like she kind of does like a little turn of her hand, but like she's grabbing one part of a scarf and then like whipping it around her neck and then kind of just
sheets down.
Yep, that's the and then kind of sheets down from there.
Nice.
Yeah.
All right. Waywocket, you are next. This guy has gurgled and groaned he's got a deep puncture wound in his back.
Shh, sleep now.
Is this non-lethal?
Yeah,
damage?
no, definitely non-lethal. That is a 22 to hit.
That's a miss, actually. I'm kidding. It's a hit. Yeah. It's a super hit.
Ugh, also pretty low. 6. Actually, those ones are pretty good, though. 18, 21, plus 7, 28 damages.
28. He's still standing, and you hit him in one of those spots on his back that's still kind of freshly burned from the fireball effect. But you hit him, and you see his eyes roll back up, and his breathing's very shallow, and his eyes can't even close. But he's a standing unconscious man in this room as you knock him the F out.
Sleep.
I'll say for now, if you guys jump back into combat again, I'll keep the same initiative order. But for now, I will say out of combat, so you can do as is.
Okay.
Let's get that stone out of here, Carl. And Carl immediately will rush towards Waywocket and grab the stone.
Do you give up the stone, Waywocket?
Well, I'll take a quick look at it. So what does the stone look like in my hand?
It looks like it's kind of almost like football shaped. It looks kind of like a grayish pinkish, but it has like that pitted stone texture quality to it. And it's got 3 eyes it looks like either like they're gemstones or glass that have been embedded into the stone.
Yeah. All right. Carl, take this to Trollskull Alley, and we'll take a look at it ourselves before anybody else gets involved in this. And I'll pass Carl the stone.
Okie dokie pokey. And you see the stone disappear as Carl takes possession of it. And you kind of hear like this fluttering as you hear him fly out the window.
Goodbye, Carl. We love you.
I love you too. You see a human male with black hair, kind of pale skin. Looks a little thin, a little gone. He stands up like, "Oh my God, thank you so much. The Zhentering just came in and assaulted everyone here. They've murdered people. This is terrible."
I'm gonna roll an insight on this this gentleman.
Sure.
I think it's a 14. No, it's a 13.
13. He seems sincere about the fear that he has of the Zhentrim barging in. And that you get the feeling that this kind of looks like a guest room, and if he's kind of like an upper class person, that this is probably not his bedroom. He kind of just like panicked and came in here.
Are you the master of Gralhund Villa?
It's like, oh yes, I'm Oron Gralhund. My wife is Yala. She's held up in the main bedroom. We decided to split up so we could take care of the kids, and I have no idea what's going on. I was separated in the middle of the fight.
Well, good news. We saw her through my associate Carl, and she seems fine. She's held up with an orc somewhere.
Oh, thank goodness her Braz is with her. He is quite the skilled fighter. I hope he could survive. We must go and get rid of the Zhentrims right now. As he motions for everyone to motion for the door.
Well, I mean, we have the City Watch coming.
Yeah, there's backup on the way, but
It's like, oh my goodness, thank God, and almost on cue, you hear kind of like the boom, boom, as like the front doors bust in, and you kind of hear like this whistle between like, wait, City Watch, attention, swords down, City Watch, and as you hear kind of like this uniform stomping of armor and boots come marching in. And if you make your way to the stairs and you see down in the foyer, you can actually see Saerth, Cromley, and Barnaby Blastwind come marching in behind with kind of the cavalry of the snow bust open. You can see the groundskeeper with his two mastiffs just kind of like, the City Watch is here, ma'am. As you see, immediately they go running over and just put the boots to the Zhentrim. It's not even a question. They didn't even stop to ask questions. The very first thing you see them doing is not lethally, but just putting the boots to any of the Zhentrim that are still standing right now.
While this is all happening, I'm going to mention to this guy.
You do see actually the two Zhents, when they hear the City Watch come in, they're going to try and burst by everybody. If people want to take attacks of opportunity, you can, but they're going for the broken window right now.
I'll try to grapple one of them.
Okay. So that's going to be a strength athletics check.
Can I? Yeah, it has to be strength athletics.
Yeah.
Oh, no.
Versus the
I'm not
acrobatics.
good at any of those
Yeah.
things.
You can try if you want. You never know.
This is gonna be.
I mean, I'd
hilarious.
have to roll like a natural 20 for.
Which can happen, baby.
Whoa, you missed.
I rolled a 1, so that is a 0 on the check.
You see Waywocket kind of do like a rugby tackle stance, like, I got him! And the first one just almost like punts him across the room.
Ow!
And you notice that he actually... You see him actually use Erstal Floxen as kind of like a launching pad and then just throws himself out the window. It looks like these guys are adept at...
Throwing themselves out of windows?
Throwing themselves out of windows and doing some high acrobatics.
I'm going to try to Eldritch Blast one of them.
All right. Say on the second guy.
Blast
There's
him.
Kablam! One.
Oh, no.
You throw another. You're trying to. You didn't literally lead the first guy as you send an Eldritch Blast out, and it smashes out another window, which the second guy uses that as leverage and jumps out the window as well. There's one guy left, Amalica. What do you wish to do?
I suppose I could always try to grapple him and figure this out, but...
Strength athletics if you wish.
I believe in Amalica. She can do it. She's going to do it.
Not good. It's a 4. And then with my -3, it's a 1.
As you see Amalica trying to like hockey basketball zone out the defense on the two open windows now, and this guy just football like hand and face just pushes you
Strong arm.
strong arm right to side. Like,
I appreciated the moral support, though, Waywocket.
No problem.
it's like Amalica's like, I command you to like, blap, and just the meaty part of his palm just like pushes you to the side as he also jumps out the window.
I should have just
And you can see
stayed out
them
of it.
quickly scaling over the wall and then just making their way into the back alleys of of the Northern Ward in Waterdeep.
Well, at least we were 3 for 3 together.
So I'm going to turn to this guy
Let's
and
not
see.
mention that part of the mission.
Didn't that guy just see it, though, this guy?
Yeah. So as you can see, we saved your life by chasing those murderous minions away. Looks like the police are here. Your wife is safe. She's with that orc. Everything's fine. Just kind of appreciate it if you helped us out on our secret heroic quest by not mentioning that stone that we had my associates steal.
What stone? I don't know what he was holding on to.
Exactly.
It's like, no, I really don't know.
You don't.
Yeah, then just don't mention it to anybody, please.
Say, okay, I have literally I saw him throw something and then it disappeared. Well, you're clearly skilled magic users. Like, I guess like you put it into a pocket dimension or something like that.
Safe place.
Very well. I mean, but thank you for the help.
You're welcome.
As you see, Saerth and Cromley come up with 2 city watch guards, like the gray armor, and like you can see they've got like the winter fur collars around the neck to keep them warm and stylish in the cold streets of Waterdeep in the wintertime. As you see, the Gralhund guards knock on the door, like, ma'am, it's safe, ma'am. And you hear, finally, good job, everybody. As you see them try to work together to try and take the blockages out, or to take the furniture blocking the doors. You see Barnabas come up and say, and make eye contact with you, Waywocket. He's like, what happened here? What's going on? What's all this all about? We came in and saw the Zhents.
Yeah, well, as I said, the Zhents seem to have taken over the Gralhund Villa here. They slaughtered a lot of the help, the servants, and we're trying to hold up here. I don't know exactly how it all broke out, but we saw the fighting and called you in. We got a hot tip that the perpetrator of the Trollskull blast was here. We also, can I turn on the Nimblewright detector?
Yes.
Is it?
It is completely still.
Damn it. Well, the Nimblewright got away, but this guy here, the bleeding out, burned guy, he was involved in the blast.
You see Barnabas come over. You see your spell is just right as he comes into the room. Your hold person spell wears off. He's like kind of crumples down, boom, 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 and you see Barnabas take the sunglasses. He puts them up. He says, "Well, it looks like this moment was just." Puts the sunglasses back down. Too much for him.
Yeah.
So like it's not one of your best ones.
No, not everyone can be a home run, but we certainly kicked the crap out of this guy. He was. I feel actually a little bit bad about it, honestly. It was real nasty for him. No, that was great. We really kicked his ass.
So, well, I mean, you see Saerth like start to look around. The 2 double doors have not been opened yet. The guards are still trying to like get bodies out of the way and get furniture out of the way. He's like, so how did you know the fight was going on?
Well, we heard that perpetrator was here. We used our Nimblewright detector. The Nimblewright was here also, which was our top lead. We snuck in through the side, using our intense wits, and then once we got into the building, it was clear that the poop was going to the spinny things.
Right. You see
technical terminology.
You see Saerth and Barnabas actually look at each other. Everyone, give me an insight check.
Okay. Ooh, I didn't have this roll. 16.
13.
16. So Amalica,
I got 12.
You see there is a serious look of concern on Barnabas's and Saerth's face. You know the code legal well enough that you're starting to realize that you didn't have a warrant and you didn't really have a good reason to get into the house.
We heard this guy. Wait, we're still upstairs, right? Yeah. We heard this guy shouting for help from the broken window, which we didn't do.
Give me a deception check.
We did some.
No!
Oh,
wait, hold on.
You have decent deception.
Oh, this is still probably not 9.
9.
4 plus
Yeah,
5.
you see Sereth and Barnabas and go, right, so...
We did do the window. That was us.
Yeah, okay, fine. We did the window. But,
You see them immediately go into cop mode and they say, all right, let's separate everybody. We'll ask some questions. You see Barnabas come up and he says, he shakes all your hands and says, thank you for your work. The City Watch will take it over from here. Please head back to Trollskull Alley and we will send people by to ask questions as needed.
Yeah, no problem. Just as a hot tip, the Gralhunds may have been harboring the Zhents ring, but this went sideways. I don't know. That's just an angle you might want to pursue.
All right, we will. And Amalica, give me an Arcana check real quick.
Okay. Why? 9.
9? Yeah, it's an easy one enough. Probably shouldn't even made you roll it, but that circle you see in the corner is definitely a teleportation circle.
Oh shit, don't I have that spell where I can just detect magic?
Yes. Now you can just so which means that you'll be able to see magical auras. So you can just do that now if you want. You can at will just make your eyes see magic.
But
we
it's a
can
spell,
already
so it's going
tell.
to cost one of your...
No, not for her anymore.
Oh, no,
it's a racial feat that she got at level 4.
Yeah. Level 4 drown magic.
Yeah.
So she can detect magic, cast detect magic at will.
Yeah. I mean, but we can tell that it's a teleportation thingy?
Detect magic will give you a little bit more info.
Okay, cool. So Amalica is going to cast detect magic.
You see her eyes just cover over blue as these blue lights come on. And Amalica, it's almost like when you play the Batman games and you go into detective mode.
Ooh, fun.
It's all kind of like gray and muted. And then all
Thank you
of a
for
sudden...
breaking this down in a completely...
Understandable way.
Yes.
But you see kind of like this yellowish orangish hue come up where the circle is. And it's clearly a teleportation spell. It's got conjuration magic all over it. And you look at Waywocket's rapier, it's got kind of like this lightish blue glow to it. And you look down at your wand, and even though it's not visible in normal vision, it's got kind of like this crackly lightning around your wand. And you do notice that one of the rings on Erstil finger is radiating a brilliant gold light.
What does that indicate in terms of magic?
It's a magic ring of some types.
But okay, it's a magic ring.
It's magical.
Yeah.
And it's got conjuration magic all over it as well.
Oh. Okay. Well, few things. You've got a magical rapier.
Oh yeah.
Congrats.
I knew that already.
I
I borrowed it. Thanks.
But that guy over there, he's got a ring on. It's like some sort of conjuring ring that he isn't really
I will say at Detect Magic, it has changed the situation, so you can re-roll the Arcana on the magic circle as well.
Oh, okay. Sure. I mean, this is not, but you know what? Hold on. We're going to just try this other dice.
Try the other dice.
We're going to swap the dice.
We need to get you a dice jail.
Oh, I know.
It needs to learn.
It does. It can. Oh, I'll empty it one of these for next time. No, it's even worse.
That is brutal. You had the worst rolling luck of any player I've ever seen.
I hate it. That's a 1.
Oh no!
Plus, it's plus 1. Great, it's 2 now. But like,
it's kind of like looking at a kaleidoscope for the first time. Just like all the colors just kind of washing over. You can't really make hide nor hair of it. As best you can tell, it's a teleportation circle that people who know teleport or circle of teleportation can transport to.
Are Sayerth and Cromley still here?
They are still there.
Are they looking at me or at like the body in the corner?
They are looking at everything at the. It looks like they're trying to figure out how to cordon everything off and then like get it ready for analysis and investigation by the City Watch. And you kind of see Sayerth just kind of like doing that, slowly walking over and just kind of like nudging you over to the side, trying to get you guys to leave the room.
Okay. As he pushes us off, I'm gonna pretend to trip.
Mm-hmm.
And as I trip, I would like to cast my mage hand and try to take the ring off of that guy. Flaxton's hand.
Yeah. All right. So it's going to be 2 rolls. First is going to be a deception check
for the trip.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's fair enough. Would that be deception using dexterity?
Yeah, we can say that. Absolutely.
Is there anything any of us can do to sort of distract them to create an advantage situation?
That's up to you.
You don't want my advantage roll of any kind.
If you do help him out, he will get advantage on the roll.
I don't really know what I do in.
You could also like bump into the Cromley or something.
You could do a speech.
That's also true.
You could start a chaos party in Gralhund Villa.
No,
right
yeah,
now.
no, that's
No,
fine.
I
You
mean,
can burn
like-
this place down. I don't care.
You can do that. I can also I can just roll for it honestly as well.
Still an honest roll. Then. Give me a roll anyways.
All right, let's do it. Okay. That's a 17.
Oh yeah. So you see. So how do you do your trip roll?
Yeah. So Waywocket like as moving forward, kind of like moves his pants down, pretends to trip on his pants, and then tumbles down. And while he's tumbling, quickly sort of does a quick magical flourish to make his hand his invisible mage hand also because he is a arcane trickster, and then uses his bonus action to manipulate the ring off the finger.
So sleight of hand check, please.
Yeah.
And Amalica, you don't see the hand. You just kind of see this blob of energy go by as Waywocket cast a spell.
So it's like I'm on like LSD.
Yeah.
And that's a 20.
Oh yeah, and you easily pull it off. Doesn't look like anyone's.
Nice.
Also, I completely forgot about this. Thank you for reminding me. Amalica, as you look at Yozef, he is covered in like all these golden runes that kind of like flicker black and gold. Like his body is covered with them.
Oh, so I'm seeing what Yozef was seeing on everybody else.
Yeah, you find he matches the description of everything he's ever been describing about.
Yozef, you're not like bonkers. I mean, you are a little bit bonkers, but like I'm seeing what you were seeing earlier.
You see the weird squiggles.
Yeah, I do. Wait, what could I actually do?
You see, as she's got like almost like these like mosquito like light glowing blue eyes that's just kind of like beaming out.
I'm gonna choose to believe both of you because I am your friend, but also weird.
This is a problem for later.
Yeah, definitely a problem for later. We'll definitely talk about this at Trollskull Manor. So, Blastwind, Cromley, lovely to see you again. Thank you for the saving, and we'll see you later. Bye!
Great wit.
You guys go walking out and you see Cromley go, oh, just one more thing. How did you get into the house?
Through the back door. I think it was open, actually.
Heeding cries from help from these innocent people.
Give me a deception check.
Wasn't it open?
No, you used the keys.
Oh yeah, we broke into this
Yeah,
bitch.
but-
You didn't break in, but you used the keys that Carl lifted off of the maid's body.
20.
Oh. Is this like a okay, yeah, whatever.
Yeah, sorry. Unfortunately, this is Waywocket.
I rolled a 19.
Even better.
I'm
19
just
plus.
taking all of the bad rolls so you guys can have good ones.
So it's a 22 on my deception.
You
total.
see Cromley nod, write something down in his little notebook, and say, "All right, we'll send someone by for questioning later on."
No problem.
All right, so you make your way out, and you can see almost kind of like this. Who's the guy from Harry Potter, the groundskeeper?
Hagrid.
Fitch.
No, Hagrid.
No, Fritch.
Oh yeah.
What?
Hagrid's the groundskeeper.
Yeah, but there's also that grumpy Dennis O'Hare
Yeah.
one.
Yeah, he's like the
Yeah, yeah.
janitor.
Yeah, Walter Greyjoy.
Filch?
Or
Yes.
Walter Frey, sorry.
Yeah.
You see, it's kind of him standing there, just kind of giving you like that sour puss snarl as he looks at you. And Amalica, you can see through detect magic, he's got illusion magic on, and the mastiffs have illusion magic on. And what you actually see are these shades, these specters, just with this humanoid and dog form, watching, making beady eyes at all three of you as you leave the grounds.
Let's go.
As
They just look normal to you and to Waywocket.
yeah.
and Yozef.
As I get to the edge of the door when he's no longer looking at us, I'll send a message cannon trip to Cromley. Like, watch out for the gatekeeper. He, you would need you to tell me this information first. Sorry.
I mean, Amalica,
And you can see that the
like-
front gate has been busted in. Like someone took a battering ram and boosh, like knocked.
Amalica kind of like, again, like she has like her weird glowy eyes, but like looks at Waywocket like, that is not a dude. Like, that is not a dog. that is something spooky, my friend.
Actually, you actually might have don't you have messages as a cantrip too?
That's a great question. Maybe. What are my cantrips? I sure do.
Actually, you can tell Blastwind and Cromley if you want. Then since you
It's up
see
to you.
it.
You can
So-
also
since
keep
you
it to
see
yourself.
Yeah.
I mean, sure.
I still want them to get murdered by some weird hellhounds.
Yeah, we might as well give him a freebie.
Yeah, so how does message work again?
You just cast message and you say what you want to say.
All right. So Amalica casts message. And just give you just a heads up. I know we're leaving, we're out of here, we're going. But the groundskeeper guy and his dogs are not what they seem, and they look a little murdery. So just
You hear the response of, we'll take care of it. Thank you for the information.
cool. Let's go.
So it's a quick walk back to
Yeah, so quick.
Trollskull Alley. You make your way back. I think it's like 2 or 3 in the afternoon at this point. As you make your way back, and you see Alvin opens the door for you, welcomes you back in. He's like, "This came for Amalica."
Oh, so many letters I haven't opened.
Yeah, it's another red scarlet gilded envelope.
Oh boy. Okay, so Malika picks it up and kind of just like rips it open and opens it up to take a look.
Yeah, it's beautiful, immaculate handwriting in gold ink, and it reads, "We've captured a member of the Knife, and we'd like you to guard him for 3 days."
All right, I'm assuming this is from the Brigand Darth?
Darth.
It's actually from Jarlax, so sorry.
Yeah.
You'll find him trapped in your basement.
Well, I guess it's good I opened this one. Or else we'd have a fun surprise.
It's smart to label your messages urgent.
Okay. Wait, what's her?
Alvin says,
Yeah.
Is everything okay? Like, you look a little
Yeah, I'm
perplexed
just
by it.
like confused.
Also, what's going on with your eyes right now? This is new.
Right. So Malika gets rid of detect magic. Sorry, it's been a afternoon.
Oh, you actually see also holding a stein in its hand, just kind of like this blue glowy aura. And you think that's probably Lif. You can't see exactly where he is, but it's kind of like, you can't make out his details, but just kind of like this blue aura.
Ooh. Okay, well, that's neat.
Is he fat? I'd always thought he was fat.
I mean, he's currently just sort of gaseous. Like, it's just like a blob of energy.
A fat blob?
I mean, it's like a medium-sized blob.
You could probably stand to lose a few.
Yeah. And as you look
I
over,
mean, he already lost quite a few.
Yeah,
he lost his entire body because he's dead.
Yeah, that was part of the
And-
joke.
and you look over at Harko, and he's got kind of like this, like, almost like trails of plasma floating up. It's like this deep crimson red floating off of his body as well.
Okay, we are turning this off. I don't want this anymore. I
the
don't
TMI
want to go
spell.
upstairs to Yosef's bedroom and find out anything
Oh, God.
else.
It's like a CSI investigation.
Like a
Hey,
blacklight mini golf.
Fun question, Alvin. Did you see anybody come in while we were gone?
just the usual customers, like nothing out of the
And
huge.
nobody went into, like, I don't know, the basement.
No, it's tons of rat dens. Danny, you guys went down there and had an incident already.
Okay.
Speaking of which, I think
well-
it's time that me and the new Trollskull Trio take care of our rat problem. I'm feeling fired up and ready to solve problems. Finally.
Fun fact, there's a body in the basement.
Sure,
Wait,
we'll
they put him
find
in the
that
basement,
too.
right?
Put him in the basement. Yeah.
Yeah.
So, so we now have a rat problem, and we're also holding a hostage.
That is a little extra from our friends in Dragon Death. I'm starting to regret stealing
That
a
handkerchief?
handkerchief. It seemed like such a cool idea at the time.
It sure did. And now we have a hostage, which I somehow think might be some sort of gift to me in some way.
Yeah, I could see that too. So out of our operations, number one, let's maybe go to the basement. Be very careful because of, the murderous rats.
And the hostage.
And well, he's
Although he's
yeah,
probably subdued.
I'm not too worried about him, frankly. I'll be surprised if he still has hands, frankly. And number two, then we'll have a reunion. Actually, where is Carl? Let's get him right away. Number one's Carl.
You can send a message to Carl psychically if you want, telepathically.
I'm sorry. I seem to have lost contact.
Oh, no, you used to saying that because you still have contact with Carl.
Oh,
Yeah, you can still,
like what? So when he
you can talk to him
leaves the
telepathically.
range?
Yeah, you're fine to talk to him.
But it says he only lasts 1 hour. It seems he'd be gone by now.
No, Carl? No, Carl lasts for forever.
Yeah. Carl lasts until he dies.
Carl is forever.
Yeah. In fact, you do smell pizza in the in Trollskull Manor.
Yeah, familiar lasts until it takes an hour to cast him, but he lasts until
okay.
he is.
Yeah,
until
and you can
he
even
is,
dismiss him. And
Well,
bring
then
him
I
back as
will
well.
summon
Yeah.
up Carl, and he appears.
Poof.
Carl, so I assume you placed the stone in a safe place.
I did in my jacket. What's safer than Carl?
literally so many things. Frankly. Number one, a safe.
I'm safe.
Do we have a safe?
Can I have the stone, please?
He looks at you, boss. Should I give him the stone?
No. Carl, I think the most democratic way to handle this is to move the stone to a place that I will communicate to you secretly, which is the library.
Right. It's a common room now, but do you still want me to go to that place?
Yep, up to the common room. Or is it, I should pick a room that's not publicly accessible.
I
The
would
common
say-
room is ours, right?
It's
kind of
yours,
like
yeah.
our home base.
Yeah, it's on the second floor, so I wouldn't say it's publicly accessible.
Yeah, move it up to the common room, put it in that chest on the shelf.
Pizza car away.
There he goes.
You feel kind of like this flutter of wind, like whoosh, as it feels like something has flown out of the area.
Now, let's take care of that rat problem, and I, for one, would be interested in seeing a little demonstration of blood magic.
I'm going to attach to the rats now.
You're going down a real dark path here, buddy. I'm really worried about you now.
We're fine. No, we're going down a bright path. We've got the stone.
Well, it's bright, but it's bright red. Like it's bright color of death.
Listen, I'm loving your new color vision, but I think we should take our new abilities as, as a sort of indication that we're on the right path. Maybe,
I just don't know if, like, I would use blood magic in the same sentence as right path.
Yeah, that's a little tricky there.
You hear her say, I do it. I use that all the time. I mash those words together as much as possible.
Oh,
two
wow.
against two. That's democracy. Anyway,
Where's the orphan child?
we're on a roll.
There's more votes out here, by the way.
The orphan child doesn't get a vote.
Alvin does, though.
I'm a little concerned by the blood magic, mostly for like a health and standards. The health inspector is going to have a field day if we like have copious amounts of blood just floating around in the basement.
Yeah, that blood.
All right, well, let's go see what this god situation is. Maybe the Dragon Death killed the rats for us, but let's be very careful as we go down there.
So we're saying no to blood magic. It does seem like
We're
the
saying,
fastest way to
like-
get rid of the rats.
Yeah,
Let's
like
assess the situation first.
Fine.
You pop open the trap door. It's blank on what you call those things, and you go down, and it's still as per last episode. That hasn't happened yet timeline wise. So you come down and you see the rats are all still on guard and edgy a little bit, but you do notice that off in the corner is a old looking dwarf, like all white and gray hair, kind of like that has that Picard balding, but like poofy, almost like Dr. Wily from Mega Man, like the hair coming off, got scars and marks all over his face, big nose that's been broken a couple of times over, and he's tied up to a chair with ropes as he looks up, and like fresh wounds on his face from being punched and beaten. He's got a black eye, and he looks up, and his white beard has that little stains of red of being mashed in the mouth a couple of times.
okay. Well, there's definitely a dude down here.
He looks up to you and goes, you my keepers today?
Evidently.
Yeah, it would seem so. So, what's your story? What'd you do?
I don't know. I went to bed. Someone put a pillowcase over my head and then beat me up, and now I'm here.
Sounds like a real Saturday night.
So you're not in any, factions like the knife?
Well, I am in the knife.
Okay, so you could potentially see where this came from then.
Yeah, but I retired a while ago.
I'm gonna roll an insight on that. That is a 19 insight.
Yeah, he looks old. He looks old for someone involved with organized crime. He also looks kind of well dressed as well, like someone that maybe trying cashed out. You also notice with your 19 from insight is that he has locked eyes with Amalica as well.
Oh, that was going to be my next question. I was going to be like, I'm suspicious. This may have made more sense had I opened the other letter.
What's your name there,
It's like my
sir?
Steel Toes.
Oh, what now?
Steel toes.
OTT.
So what's the status of the rats?
Like,
They're
I
still
ought to
posted
be
up
wearing
as an
steel toe
enemy?
boots to work?
Sort of, yeah.
Okay.
The rats are giving you there's a lot of space. It seems that as you get closer to Ott, they give you more of like a berth on.
All
Okay.
right.
Well,
I say in rats, like, this guy is guarding the food now.
You see one of the rats stand up and it's like, actually, we made a deal with dark elves to not get involved if you get involved with that guy.
Huh.
They're really nice people, by the way.
Oh my gosh. Well,
They gave us a whole bunch of cheese.
that sounds like them. They love doling out the cheddar. That's for sure.
Oh, cheddar, brie,
Yeah,
Swiss.
they have the goodest stuff.
It was amazing. They even warmed it up a little bit so it's like crunchy on the outside,
Yeah,
but gooey
that
on the
sounds-
inside.
That sounds great.
It was delicious.
Maybe you could move into their house.
No. We got plans.
whatever could those be?
Okay.
Listen to last week's episode.
Well,
But you do notice that every single rat is looking at you, though.
So the rats will no longer tamper with our food supply? Is that what we're saying?
Yeah, they seem to be holding back now. They don't seem to be holding any weapons, but you definitely have. It's almost like you're in a baseball
cruise.
stadium, but just all the
the rats are looking at us like
Yeah.
we're on the field.
there's literally nothing else for them to do, so they're just casually observing.
This would be a great time to kill them.
Okay, but like we've actually come to a brief understanding with them, so like let's just leave them for now.
Yeah,
Blood magic is a dark path.
And I'm a friend to all small creatures. As a gnome, we are kindred creatures. They are very mean to me. Don't get me wrong. I lost my temper earlier.
They seem to really dislike you.
Well, that's the thing about being a forest creature. These guys are tough city rats. They don't know the joys of the forest, which I grew up in, and it's a beautiful place. But, I just gotta give them the benefit of the doubt. 1 to 10 more times.
And again, I just like don't know that like we just are we're about to do the winter shield party and like having rat
Exactly,
blood
and these
everywhere.
rats are messing with our situation.
Yeah, but like, there's just gonna be so much blood and just
Yeah, all right. Hako.
Harko didn't come down.
Yeah, we didn't take them.
Okay, fair
that's
enough.
probably for the best.
All right. Well, I think good news.
Ott still has not taken his eyes off of Amalica yet.
Good news, Art. You're in safe-ish hands for now.
Someone put a pillowcase over my head while I slept.
Yeah,
Yeah.
well, it wasn't us.
Yeah, that wasn't.
I wouldn't call this safe.
No.
But like, you're not gonna try and escape. Like,
It's like, honestly, and this is the first time you notice that he's actually got metal bands around his arms and his legs. Give me a detect magic if you can again, or give me an arcana check. as well.
can I just do that at will?
Oh yeah.
So,
Magic eyes.
all the metal bands on his body light up, and you get it's kind of like a magical restraint type of deal.
he's not going anywhere. I guess this is more just.
It's like I've lived a life of crime. I thought I got to retire and leave that behind me. I guess my past is catching up with me now. So
Yeah,
I've lived a couple 100 years. I'm not going to fight this anymore. If someone really wants to snag you in the middle of the night with this much oomph and this much energy, I don't think I'd be able to run for very long.
And you seem to recognize me. Who do you think I am?
You see him kind of weigh the odds, and he says, I'm not at liberty to say.
Not at liberty to say. You're in my basement.
It's like, there are bigger things at work here, lady, that I got to commit to.
Ugh, am I going to have to read this note?
Yeah, you might have to do some light reading, Amalica.
I'm a real dummy. Oh, boy.
If you're worried that there's some big words there, I can help you out.
Well, that might be. Let's just...
All right.
Let's leave this guy.
Yeah, I think this is actually the perfect job for, once again, Harko and Hadar. I want to keep them out of the bar because they're not really helping to attract customers. So
No.
I think they should keep Art here company.
Mm-hmm. All right. Well, I guess like we call them down, just be like, Harko.
You see Art come down. You see eyes light up like that comic I sent you. Like,
No blood magic.
Oh.
Just
You see like little vespers of blood off of his hand just kind of reduce. And,
yeah, like I know you're all about it, but like, see this guy?
Yeah. I can blood magic him?
No.
Here, I'll make you a deal. If he tries anything, but I don't think he will because there seems to be some magical restraints. Very, very strong magical restraints. If he tries anything, you can blood magic him a little bit. But mostly because I'm mad at him because he won't tell me what I want to know. And he's making me read.
You see him pump his. He's like, yes.
But otherwise, you sit down here and just watch him.
What about the rats?
Leave them alone.
Okay.
What? I thought we were here to kill the rats.
We're going to leave them for now. Waywocket's attached.
Weren't they bullying you earlier today?
Look, that was a very big day. There's bigger things going on here. And number one, that was a moment of weakness when I got so mad at those rats. But you lost I lost my temper. They were so mean to me, but they're themselves. They can't help being rats.
But they're ruining our Winter Shield party. Literally the only thing I've ever cared about in my life.
Wow.
No, they're not ruining anything that we know about yet. They're just eating our food to help hurt our supplies. But with this new arrangement that Bragg and Dad have worked out, I think we're going to be fine. They were just fed a whole bunch of cheese.
You go and ask them if that's true. Use your rat negotiation skills.
Are you just trying to get him to get in a fight with them?
All right, Yozef. Challenge accepted.
Right.
We
There's really thousands of rats to choose from.
Hey, who's in charge today?
You see...
Putting his whiskers to his face.
You see one of the rats up on one of the shelves, big silvery armor with the kind of like the white feather come up. He's like, I think I'm in charge right now. Our leadership is currently indisposed right now.
Yeah, fair enough. So what was the terms of the agreement with those dark elves?
He says, well, I believe the agreement was they give us cheese. And when it comes to this individual tied up or bound up on the chair, is that leave you alone while he's here.
So leave us all alone while he's here.
Yes.
So you're not going to eat my food for
3
days?
We're still going to eat the food.
Mm-hmm.
We're an army.
No, but you were just given a whole bunch of cheese, so you are clearly fed.
Oh, it was like a nice snack. There's literally like thousands of us here.
No, that's our food. What they meant to say, but
you left it here.
No. See, so these guys are...
I understand your confusion, but when you leave something and don't come back for it...
No, we come back for it. We keep coming back for it is the thing.
I don't see you coming back for it. In fact, this is one of the few times I've seen you in...
Listen, Alvin is coming down here. Liff is coming down here. All of our people are coming down here.
You don't see these people come down here.
All right, well, here's the new deal. Also, how could they not? Sorry. Because people are coming down to get the food out of here.
Yeah, but Liff is invisible and some other things. Give me an insight check.
All right. That is a 24 insight.
You think that rat's totally lying to you.
Yeah. All right. Well, here's the deal. We're going to be guarding the food now for the next 3 days. So, fuck you.
It's like, Very well. I will take that up with my advisors.
Yeah.
Is that a bipedal humanoid term? Fuck you.
Probably.
I will pass it along then.
What did they say, Waywocket?
They said that we're going to be guarding the food from now on.
Okay.
We don't have time to guard the food. We've got to put together this Winter Shield party and
Well,
go
we've
after the
got
stone.
Harko and
Yeah, that's what
Hadar.
Harko and Da are here for now. So they're going to be our jailers / food gods.
All right. Harko's the blood magic.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. Harko, blood magic, back on the table.
Yes.
But only if you see any of those rats and Amalica, like, makes dagger eyes at them. If you see any of them going for any of the food, blood magic.
I love being part of this team.
Also, maybe yell blood magic so the rest of us can know that it's going
that's
on.
off the
We can
table.
go down and check
That's
it out.
off the table.
Actually, that's part of the blood magic. You gotta yell it out.
You gotta
Oh,
yell it.
no.
There's a
You
lot
just
of
gotta.
I use a lot of my own blood, so it does hurt. So there is yelling involved.
Waywocket, I have regrets.
Yeah.
Instant regrets.
Yeah. Part of me is
You seem-
wishing I could go back in time and actually murder you.
You see him turn to Hadar and say, I'm gonna need you to get a mop and a bucket.
Okay, this is going to be an if situation.
Preemptive mop and bucket. I don't want to have to go across the kitchen or the dining room covered in blood.
They're
going to
track blood all through the manor.
Track it all over. Blood's messy.
All right. You guys use your best judgment. Oh, God. And, all right, we have...
Mo is the leader.
I kind of just feel like, our hostage right now is going to wind up
being in charge. Yeah, frankly, if you have a CV on you...
It's like, no, I'm retired, but if I get a chance to live after this, then yeah, I'll work for you.
Good to know.
I mean, I have some questions about that and qualms, but you know what?
Yeah.
For now, just
All right, I think
don't
it's
let
time
these
for
idiots do anything.
a core Trollskull Trio meeting in the stuff.
Let's go do it.
All right, so you head up to dining room, common room.
Oh, we should go to the common room and check out the stone.
Yeah. Yeah.
All right, as you come into the common room, are your match guys still going?
Sure.
Yeah, you see Carl. It's that same kind of aura that Liv had. Where you see where he is, but you can't really make out his details. But you do see in his hands is this kind of grayish, blackish, football-sized stone, and it's given off nothing.
Oh. Okay, well, this stone's meant to be a key, right?
Well, it's supposed to be something anyway. It's supposed to point the path towards the Hoard that
Well,
Daygalt, Neverember.
yeah, never met him created. So
it's got no magical signature, I guess.
Like nothing.
radiation.
Nothing.
There's nothing.
may I look at it with my hands, please, Carl?
Carl's like, boss.
Yep.
All right. You see this again, stone just boop, drops out of nothing and lands in your hands.
I'll let you do an investigation check on it.
Higher is better.
Oh man, it's so good. That was an 18 plus 6, so 24.
24. Excellent. You begin to turn it around and inspect it, and you start to notice some very key. It's almost like almost like a fencing operation where you're trying to assess the value of this thing, and you're looking at this thing right now, and you're thinking, this is just concrete. And then you start to feel around and you feel one of the eyes and you actually boop, you pop it out. It's just a glass eye. Maybe 25 silver worth of materials put into this thing.
It's fake.
I'm not sure that it's fake. It might be fake though. There's something else on it. Just the glass eye reveals itself.
Just that. And it looks like it's made out of concrete. And it's poorly made.
Right. Okay. Yeah, this seems like we got the wrong thing here.
Well, we knocked the guy unconscious that threw it at us, right?
Yeah.
All right, so we can go investigate that guy later and figure out what's what.
That guy is now in the hands of the City Watch.
Yeah. Which we are temporarily members of. We'll see.
We can go talk to them.
Yeah, there's not as many clues as here. I was hoping 20 25 GP. When I look at the glass eye, is there anything there?
Oh, 25 silver, not GP.
Oh, sorry, silver.
Yeah. Super cheap.
Super cheap. Is it like at all decorated, or is it just like
it looks like kind of like that faux amber, and with like a little like piece of material like to make like an iris on the end, like a slit, almost like a cat's eye, like long slit iris. Other than that, nothing remarkable about it. Like it looks like something you go down to like a flea market and get for a couple of copper pieces. It looks like probably the concrete was the most expensive part on this thing.
Gotcha. And there's nothing like engraved on it, or just like
Nothing at all.
Yeah, we may have been had here, guys.
Well, I mean, we can go check out with the City Watch. He should be back there soon, and
Yeah.
I mean, the City Watch are coming to us soon.
Yeah,
too,
they're
right?
going to come to ask you some questions.
So we can maybe ask them if we can talk to that dude.
Yeah, we might want to look at what Flaxen knows.
But we also have that ring that we got off of that guy.
Yeah. So yeah, I'll pull out the ring that I got.
That ring, I'll say it's part of the same investigation rule. If it wasn't for Amalica's detect magic, it looks like a really nice gold ring. It has like the letter M as an emblem on it. But other than that, it would look almost indistinguishable, except the fact that it's pretty nice gold, probably about like 15, 20 gold pieces worth of a gold ring. It's nice. It's not, it's not top of the line, but it's nice, but it does have like that magical property to it.
And we don't know what it does.
It has conjuration magic on it.
Okay. So I'd be able to tell.
You'd need like an identify scroll. Yeah, definitely an identify scroll.
What about Harko? Could he help us? I'm asking this in the game. And...
Oh, actually, let me check. Harko may actually have identify.
Oh, Harko.
One second.
Hold, please.
Habraz, checking my... Oh, there he is.
I'd be a little surprised if he had to identify, but never know.
He does have identify.
What the heck?
All right, let's send Carl to go fetch him.
He's technically a wizard.
Yeah. Fair enough.
We kept him for a reason.
Yeah, this is the exact moment that we want Harko. Bring him up. Okay, before we get Harko up here, I don't want him to know about this stone business. Let's just hide the stone.
Yeah, and it's a football-sized stone, so you got to like stash it like behind.
Well, wasn't it in? Didn't Pizza Carl put it in like a chest or something that was on the shelf? For a bit?
It can go anywhere. It's basically garbage.
Yeah.
Well, but just so it's out of the way.
Like hide it behind a plant.
Harker comes running up. It's like, yeah, you guys needed me. I guess I get to blood magic finally for you guys.
We are going to identify magic for us first on this ring thing.
Oh, that's not blood magic. That's identify magic.
Well, that's the kind of magic that we want you moving towards here.
Now that you've gone legit, Harko, you might find that you have to do a lot of boring administrative tasks instead of awesome violence. But it's all part of the path to earning more money to save your order.
You see Harko kind of just give a resolute nod. Like, all right, but I identify under duress. You see him.
I'm a little bit alarmed by the fact that he just went along with the fact that he was like initiated into the cult.
You see him take out some chalk, begins to draw a circle on the ground, takes out some greenish powder, begins to sprinkle it around and lights a candle. So he goes into the ritual for identify. As he holds it up, and you notice that the ring just kind of hovers in his hand, kind of like glows. And Amalica, this is like, again, like that Batman detective mode. Like he is lighting up like a Christmas tree. And I will read to you.
LSD. All the effects of drugs without taking them.
One second. Because it's actually a little thingy thing. Where is it?
I'm going to go buy some new dice. These are all cursed.
You want to use one of mine? I have an extra set.
Yeah, it's okay. I mean, all these cursed objects.
All right. It is a teleporter ring. The circle is on this plane. Mm-hmm. As an action, you got to attune to it. As an action, a creature wearing the teleporter ring can activate the teleportation circle and teleporting itself and up to 6 other willing creatures from one circle to another.
Let's find out where it is.
I mean, I think we already did. It was in the bedroom.
Yeah, that seems...
He duped us.
No, well...
He brought this on himself.
Who is the he in this case?
This guy.
The Flaxen?
Orlon. Well, there was Erstal Floxen and Orlon Gralhund.
Yeah.
Yeah, him.
But we got the ring from Flaxen.
Yes, Floxen, yeah.
Yeah.
Wait.
Flaxen was the Zhentry assailant.
Oh, so he was the one that was unconscious.
Yeah, and I took the ring from him.
Oh, for some reason I thought he had it. Sorry. Okay, so never mind.
Yeah.
Not necessarily duped.
No.
I thought it was on the hand of the abused man.
I definitely want to go to where this is in a brave but dumb action. But we can't go there now. It's swarming with city guard.
Well, they might let us back in.
Well, Harker said you could always go at night. Nighttime's when all the crime happens.
Nighttime is when all the crime happens.
When you put it like that, unless...
Well, it sounds like a standard B&E. I mean, like...
we might still have the keys. Do we have the keys still? Does Pizza Carl have the keys still?
Or I think they gave them to Yozef.
Yeah.
Oh.
Right here.
So it's not really... Although that groundskeeper...
might still be effective. But we'll cross that bridge when we come to it. Here's what I propose for right now. We kick around the manor for a bit, wait for Cromley and Blastwind to come around for their investigation. We'll take their temperature, how they're feeling about us. They didn't seem to like us breaking in the first time. They're definitely not going to like it the second time. But
we're doing it for the greater good.
I agree. That we are. And I think they will agree once we get the Stone of Golorr and give it to the Open Waterdeep.
Why would we give it to the Open Lord of Waterdeep? She's not offering us anything.
She offers you 5,000 gold.
Yeah, that's a ton of gold, first of all. That's more than you wanted when you first got here.
And you do know that...
How much did I want when I first got here?
I just actually assumed that. I assumed you were looking for like 1,000 gold is like more gold than any regular person would ever see in their lifetime.
Yeah. And also you've heard rumors that the dragon hoard or the hoard of gold that Neverember hid is somewhere in the neighborhood of 500,000 gold pieces.
Why we're doing it? It's because as the Lord said, this is the people's money. It's the city's money. The people like Martine who could use a home. The people like Amalica who could have used a home when they were young.
It was real dirty.
The people of Waterdeep, this was stolen from them.
All right. I mean, I don't know why you're talking to me like you expect me to care about any of that. Money or no money, the people of Waterdeep's fate are sealed, as are we all. However, since this stone that we went to all of this trouble to get is a complete piece of trash, and because our attempts to recover the real Stone of Golorr might be a complete waste of time.
Aren't we saying this in front of the person that we just said we didn't want to say this in front of?
You are, in fact. Harko's just like almost like a student, like hands under chin, like puppy dog eyes going, keep going. This is fascinating.
All right, I'm leaning into it. It seems like our Winter Shield party is our best chance of raising enough money to save the order. And I don't think it will go off without a hitch while we still have these rats eating all our food when negotiation after negotiation has failed.
Well, I think this is a good time to send Harko, my friend, back down to guard duty in the basement with Ott
steel toes.
I was going to call him Ott shoes.
You see him, as long as I'm part of the team, you see him kind of gives like a little salute, kips up to his feet and scampers down the...
I'm saluting back.
Pizza Carl also gives a salute.
I like him, don't you, Carl?
I think he's great. He's a team player. Hasn't complained about the pizza smell once.
Who would complain about pizza smell? You are delicious.
Well, give it a couple of days.
Oh, yeah. I guess this might be a good time to read this letter also, and then maybe get some insight about the guy who's in our basement.
I would have happened to agree.
Do you open the envelope?
Yeah, I suppose.
You flip it open. It looks like it's like the glue is a little bit aged and just kind of crackles and crunches a little bit as you pop it open. As this little white card with red ink. Just has the one name. It's 2 words on it. One of them is a compound word. Steel Toes.
Why did I know that?
And we are going to go to break on that.
Yay.
It seems that the longer the Trollskull Trio are in Trollskull Manor, that basement is just giving them a ton of problems. We hope everyone's been enjoying the episode so far. We hope everyone's enjoyed this little twist, a little revelation of backstory that's coming out. It's gonna get so good from here on out. Thank you for coming along. Thank you for joining us. As we said last time, we are spacing out the episodes because real life has caught up with us. Summertime is in full effect, so everyone is super busy. So I just want to give everyone a quick reminder. This episode's going to come up. We're going to take another week break, come back with another episode. We're trying to squeeze in as many recordings as we can. I'm guessing, as a DM, as someone who's planned this stuff out before, guessing maybe 2 to 4 episodes left before the trio wrap this all up. Again, there's variants just in case, adventurers do as adventurers do sometimes and send things flying off into the stratosphere of adventure. So if that happens, we'll keep you updated. But if things go all right, if things go okay, maybe 2 to 4 episodes left. So we'll see what happens. Fingers crossed we can get everything recorded. We're recording on Independence Day. Also, happy Canada Day to everyone that celebrated on Monday. And America's birthday this Thursday coming up. So that's it for recording. Here's some news to follow, some news to be interested in. The Unconventional Gaming Convention is coming up September 14th. It's a Saturday in Peterborough, Ontario. It's official. I got my confirmation email. I'm going to be DMing 2 sessions at the Uncon. I'm going to be doing another Journey of the Stargazer. So if you want to do some guard work for a shipping company that's going to be racing in between Waterdeep and Schult, the Stargazer crew would love to have you aboard. I will also be bringing in, for the nighttime, the Tomb of Rathmodar. Yes, that's right. From Season 3, The Vault of Wonders, the final tomb, the Lich's Tomb, a very dangerous and deadly epic level, 17 plus for levels for characters to join in. If you need to find any information or anything like that, you can check out their Twitter account at UnconGamingPTBO. They'll have all the dates, times. There's also a special brunch deal they're doing brunch and board games on the Sunday afterwards. If you want to add on an extra $15 to your ticket, that'll be well worth the time. You can also check out their website at uncon.ca to get everything you need to know. Also, remember to check out the Twitter account at Diecast Podcast, because last week we asked, is Jarlaxle trying to help out the group, yeah or nah? I'm really interested to see what everyone's thoughts and opinions by asking the same question again after this episode comes out, to see if that yeah or nah switches any which way. It was last time we checked, it was 60%, 40% for nah, Jarlaxle's not trying to help them out. So we're going to find out if things have shifted, if things are swayed a little bit, just a little bit. But with that, let's jump right back into Amalica talking to Steel Toes, trying to figure this whole thing out. Thank you for listening. Thank you for being part of the group. Don't forget, you can follow us on Twitter at Diecast Podcast. We'd love to have you along. You can find us on any app that plays a podcast, our own website, www.flyinglizardstudio.com. We've said it so many times before. And on YouTube, Diecast Podcast. Thank you for taking the time to listen. Thank you for taking the time to share the adventure. We hope the story is entertaining and that you're invested in the characters as much as we are, because I think a big dark elf size shoe just dropped today. It's going to be exciting. It's going to be thrilling as we get close to wrapping this thing up. I hope everyone had a great Canada Day. I hope everyone has a great Independence Day. Celebrate safely, celebrate with fun. And remember, tell a friend or family member how you feel. Hug them close, let them know. Happy summer, everybody. The heat is here. I hope everyone gets to cool off and everyone gets to listen to the Diecast, because the story's gonna get hot. I love you all. Have a great summer. We will see you in 2 weeks. 2 weeks' time. We will be back. I love you all. We are back with some newfound information, some new optimism about your Trollskull Trio joining. Harco seems really jived about seeing where his place is in the group. And the name of the person who killed your parents is also the name of the person who's tied up in your basement right now.
Are you okay, Amalica?
Like, I just don't know what to do with this, to be honest. My parents have been gone for a really long time. I kind of came to terms with that already, and I feel like Trollskull is really stirring the pot here, and just
You feel like a small pizza hug come around your neck.
thanks, Pizza Carl.
It's I thought you could use a hug. We appreciate and love you, Amalica.
I appreciate and love you too.
I know everybody loves pizza.
It's really true. But
We are the comfort food.
yeah, it's I don't know what he expects me to do with this. My parents made their choice, and they got killed, and that sucks. It really, really sucked. And I don't really know what to do with this now.
What I'm really happy about and really proud about you is you're not seething with a murderous rage where you want to just rip out that guy's eyeballs, play his tongue, slap it to his eyeballs.
There's a blood magician downstairs.
Yeah, thanks, Carl. We know all about him.
I am very glad that we put him downstairs.
If you wanted to scream, that would be totally fine. That's what's the ritual for great mourning on the Pubashabu Island?
Oh no.
Well, I mean, this guy killed your parents, but also a rock might have, or old age, sexually transmitted infections, mishaps, misadventures, fire. I mean, there's so many ways your parents could have died. Is it very important that this guy was the reason?
I honestly, don't know.
Then I suggest we use him for leverage to get money. Isn't that what your parents would have wanted?
I think that's what you want.
Yeah, that seems more like your style. But also, I'm a little bit curious on this whole, you're a princess or something, maybe? What?
Yeah,
You're the last of your noble bloodline.
Ooh,
I have
maybe you
some
can use that for money.
questions. I mean, you just need to calm down with your priorities right now. I don't know. Do you think this guy would be open to telling us more if we spare him?
I mean, there's one thing about you, Amalica, that we've never really fully addressed, is that you are just a being of pure magical energy. And as of this morning, you can now just see magic whenever you want. You're actually pretty terrifying, if I'm being completely honest with you.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Well, I mean, I don't know. Do we want to go talk to this guy and figure out more? Do I want to know more about my past? Not to get sappy or anything here, but I have a home here with you guys, and
I'm so happy you said that. That makes me feel very good.
yeah, I'm just somewhere under Fablin in your terms of your favorites.
Hey, well.
And the mule.
Yeah, Fablin is the mule.
Oh, sorry.
Yeah.
So I was thinking Alvin.
Well,
Yeah,
Alvin and Fablin are up there. Don't worry.
Well, Alvin and I went through an experience that very few people can talk or touch.
I'm not judging.
Yeah. Anyway,
I'm not judging. I'm just saying I have a home here, and is it healthy for me to go down that path and try and figure this out? I don't know. I mean, you clearly have eyes for, again, money.
Yeah, I'm not sure how this leverages into money right now. I also, don't get me wrong, Yozef, I also love money. It's great. But you can't just take shortcuts to it. There's a way it goes.
I'm just kind of also concerned, what Trollskull's getting out of this. What does he benefit? What does he get from this?
It's a very good point, considering that he wants us to smear his enemies, and now that there's just a man in our basement that we didn't ask for.
And it ties into the fact that he murdered my parents.
Yeah, that's the big one. That's weird.
Why would he just give that to us?
All I know is the order requires 1,000 gold pieces to restore its central temple. And let me tell you, the central temple is quite shitty. So if you two want to keep developing this business, this manor, and this whole family situation that you feel about it, money is the way to tie it all together. Because when you didn't have money and when you didn't have a manor, you were penniless and alone. And now that you do and money is floating in, you're feeling this warm feeling of permanence and meaning in life and a sense of self-respect. So, if you want to keep this moving, I suggest doing everything we can to protect our manor, to make sure that other creatures aren't stealing from us, and also to secure what the Order would call a nest egg, to make sure that we can keep doing what we're doing and feeling what we're feeling and being protected from our own inevitable deaths for as long as possible. Because isn't that what family is all about? I'm pretty sure it is.
I'm gonna be honest, I kind of lost the plot of that whole thing a little bit. I don't know what I'm agreeing to or not agreeing to.
Carl would like to put a pizza observation in. If we take that dragon horde, or the horde of dragons down there, that's like 500 temples we could build. 500.
For your new family situation.
We could put those all over the world.
Well, I don't know if that benefits me.
Or
us.
It benefits everybody. It's the Pooh-Bosh. You seem just like Carl holds up his hand for a high five. And
Okay.
The Pooh-Bosh really isn't into expansion, Carl. All we need is that those 1,000 gold pieces. Then you would get 2,000, and Waywocket would get 2,000, and you get to enjoy this illusion of permanence for as long as that money lasts.
Oh, actually, it's 5,000 each. So you would actually get 5,000. Amalica would get 5,000. I would get 5,000.
does Carl get 5,000?
We can negotiate that. I don't know how the Open Lord considers your relationship, pointing at Yozef and Carl.
Carl still has his hand. Well, he's leaving me hanging right now.
Carl, you know what's mine is yours, and also you must follow all my mental commands.
I know. Can I at least get the high five?
It is meaningless, so no.
Oh. For the first time ever, Carl looks disappointed.
Oh, no.
No high five received.
His sad pizza face is so cute.
Amalica feels bad for him and holds up her hand to give him a little high five.
Yeah. Little strands of cheese come off of it.
Oh, it's gooey.
I've been inside.
All right. What I propose we do, well, it's really up to you, Amalica, is if we want to ask good old Steel Toes down there a little bit more, see if we can get something out of them. And if we can't, then maybe, we'll hang out till Blastwind so-and-so gets here, and then we'll think about a plan to maybe use this ring to see where this terrible trap goes.
Yeah, let's go check it out. I mean, I'm feeling pretty calm about this, weirdly. Maybe I haven't processed this properly, which, with that money, I could see a therapist. But let's go talk to him. Maybe he'll be more forthcoming now that we have a name. I mean, we have
now you got a little bit of something on him.
Yeah.
You can shoot it at him, see what he does.
Ooh.
Remember, keep your calm, keep it in perspective, and at this point in our adventure, you've probably killed many people's parents. And I give her a comforting pat on the shoulder and then head out the door.
We haven't done that much killing. As we head down, I'll be like, hey, Alvin, if if Cromley or Blastwind come in, just give us a shout and we'll come on up. I don't want them
I'll give you a knock.
down.
I don't want to startle the rats.
Yeah, fair enough. Yeah, just give a bunch of knocks.
Yeah, will do.
Because I'd like to meet them up here. Don't send them down there, please.
I will not. Anything city official, I am not sending people down there right now.
Yeah, that's wise on so many levels.
All right, so you make your way down. The restaurant or the Trollskull Manor is pretty full. Diners and revelers and drinkers of coming in from the winter. You can see various classes of jackets on hooks, some with fur-lined collars, some are just kind of like linens and thinner. But there's definitely a wide spectrum of.
It's the people's bar.
Yeah, you have everything from high elves to minotaurs to goblins to gnomes to dwarves coming in. It looks like looks like it's going to be a pretty good, not a raucous night, but a pretty full night.
All right. And I guess we're opening up the little
cellar door.
trapdoor thing.
As you go down, you see Harko and Hadar actually have some playing cards. And when you come down, it looks like they're playing with each other. When you quickly notice that there are 3 rats in a circle with them also playing cards with Harko and Hadar.
Well, see, they're not bullying them.
Well, they don't speak rat. I don't think anyway. Wait, how are you playing this game?
You see Harko with like a mouthful of cheese, like, oh, we brought cheese down here.
Uh-huh. Are they staying away from the food?
Well, we're gambling for cheese, so sort of. Right? Yeah, no, they're doing okay.
Hako, Hadar, I'm speaking to you now because you are in charge here.
Like,
remember?
Oh yeah, yeah.
So they're staying away from our food supplies. That's job number 1.
It looks like it, yeah.
All right, but you gotta stay vigilant there, buddy.
Well, I'm holding king, so I feel like I'm vigilant enough.
Geez. Okay. Well, your performance review is not going to look very good if you keep playing cards with the enemy.
I mean, like, they're not. We're making alliances.
I'll take your word for that for now, but don't keep bullshitting me here, dog. You will be out on the street so fast.
Give me an insight check.
That's a 9.
In total?
Yeah, it's not great.
He seems like he's telling you the truth.
I know. Well, I know he thinks that he's telling me the truth, but like, I also, as his boss, know that he's fucking around.
I'm going to place a hand on Harko's shoulder and be like, Harko, I've been a real advocate for you.
Like, thank you. Would you like some cheese?
No, thank you. I'd just like for you to swear to me that this entire rat army has not eaten one morsel under your watch.
Well, I can't say for the thousands, but I've got a lot of attention here with this poker cheese going on. They seem more interested on the cheese right now than the rest of the food.
So none of these rats have eaten any of this food?
Well, some of the cheese that I lost, I tried to bluff the rats, so that's on me. That's my fault.
So you are gambling with our cheese?
Well, I mean, I started with my cheese and then took some of their cheese and they took some of their cheese back. So it's kind of like a cheese potpourri that we have going on right now.
Harko, no food is exchanging hands between you and these rats. Do you understand?
You see him kind of shake his head, like nod his head. He's like, all right. And then you see him turn around, casts a quick spell. And Waywocket, you understand this. As he speaks out to the rats, like, sorry guys, game got canceled. And like, you see some of the rats just like slap their cards down, like, I'm just son of a, coming in with the fuzz and the boss and the management.
All right, so he speak with beast or something.
Speak with animals.
Yeah.
All right, so Amalica goes up to Ott and just kind of.
He's kind of like, it looks like he's trying to sleep a little bit. Doesn't look he's comfortable at all. This is the position he's kind of in, like arms and hands behind his back, and he's kind of like leaned forward a little bit.
Amalica's like not like angry or anything still. Like, I feel like she's kind of just like processing it, and it hasn't entirely like hit her. But she's like a little bit annoyed that this guy isn't telling her everything that she just like wants to know, and Jarlaxle's messing with her. So she just kind of like looks down at his feet, kind of kicking it or sticking out, and she just kicks one of his shoes and just like, you wake up.
Hey.
All right. We have some questions for you. More specifically, I have some questions for you.
It's like, well, I'm going to try and answer them, but I won't be able to answer every question.
What do you know about Jarlaxle?
Not personally, but I know the rumors. He's a monstrous pirate captain, head of the Luskan nation, is dashing, charismatic, and murderous and vengeful all in the same go.
Yes, and a big pain in my ass.
Well, apparently a pain in mine as well. You seem kind of like he squeaks around the metal a little bit.
All right, so you know why you're here, I'm assuming. You've at least processed it now.
Well, I've seen you, so I can take a pretty good guess of why I'm here. If you know why I'm here.
I mean, I have a very good guess. So what would you say is to gain by Jarlaxle bringing you to me?
Oh, I don't know. My guess is either financially. I don't recall wronging him in any personal way or offending him personally. So that'd be my guess, is that it's a financial thing. I don't know. He has very strong emotional bonds, and then if you offend him somehow with that, he unleashes everything. Or if he can make a buck off of you, he unleashes everything.
Okay. Interesting.
He has was no chill.
I am well aware of this. A no chill.
He cranks it up to 11 every single time.
Just real talk. I'm just like feeling that. Okay. Well, cool. Interesting. Well, what was your role in the knife exactly? I mean, again, we both know why you're here.
Oh, I've had a lot of roles. I started off as a thug, worked and murdered my way up, and then
Got that memo?
became one of the higher ups, and then decided after my big score, time to call it quits, time to retire. Not many thieves get to do that. Not many gang members or criminal organizers get a chance to retire to the Sunny Meadows.
Yeah, I do feel like that's a bit odd. Retiring.
I saw my chance. I took it. Decided to get out. One last big score, and I was out.
And what was that score?
I think we all know what the score was. I got paid rather handsomely for it.
Mm-hmm.
That was your final job, eh?
Mm-hmm.
Well,
That's a big job. Why would that specific thing be such a big job to the knife?
Well, I couldn't tell you. I got the contract. I filled it out. And yeah, go ahead. Insight roll coming in.
It's an 8.
Nate. He seems
Yeah, he's still like a good yarn.
I mean, but he's saying he's a higher up now, right?
I was. I'm retired now.
Okay. So how did you get a contract like it? You had nothing to know, or you knew nothing about?
Well, I was one of the few people they had trusted with the contract. It was an important one. And,
so he was like a higher up of like assassins within the group?
yeah, and like the knife, like it's kind of like sometimes like you don't have just one role. It's like you could have like multiple roles inside it.
Oh, okay. I thought he was like murdery and then like worked his way
chief
up.
assassin.
Yeah.
Yeah. So he's still just like now just a supervisor, but like a supervisor stabby person.
So what I can tell you without getting in too much trouble is that it was a job with a lot of secrets behind it. Do you know anything about the geese spell?
The geese spell?
Yeah, it's spelled Geas. Everyone give me an Arcana check.
Try this not so.
13.
17.
17?
18!
17
Whoa.
and 18. The arcane, the pure caster. Sorry, Waywocket.
I'm only a quarter caster.
It's a very powerful, kind of like an oath spell, where it's like a magical contract. Using tech. That you lay down the terms of what the geese spell is, and so like, never open this door for like 300 years could be like a term. So it's kind of like a magical legal contract, in that if the person who breaks it, you have to enter it willingly more often than not. And if you break it, the person who breaks it suffers terrible, terrible curses. Like it could be anything from life ending to maiming to, going down your lineage of things happening to you.
Okay, so you're telling me that you took one of these. Wait, is it just called a gezo?
A geese spell.
Geese spell, not oath. Sorry.
It's sort of like it can be interpreted as an oath. Like it's essentially you magically make an agreement.
A pact.
Yes.
Okay, so I'm assuming you took this in relation to
Yep.
this particular job.
And everyone, a lot of people refused, but the payoff was, in my opinion, worth it. I honestly didn't think I'd be looking at you again.
Well, clearly, you seem very surprised to see me.
I honestly thought I'd leave the city, I'd never see you again. The last time I saw you, you were wee little girl.
Wait, where were you living?
Oh, away from Waterdeep, a couple miles, or not even a couple of days travel away at least.
Wow.
Put myself in a mountain hole and decided to keep myself there.
So why would Jarlaxle bring you here?
You'd have to ask Jarlaxle. I have no idea.
Yeah, that might be a thing to do sometime soon. Okay, well, I'm gonna guess that I have 3 days to decide what to do with you. So subtext here, I'm guessing.
Sounds right to me. All right.
Well, you see Ott look up and he says, "For what it's worth, I know what I did. The payment was too good, but I am sorry."
I don't know what to do with that at this point.
Financially sorry?
Oh no, I was set. In fact, there was the one thing I just didn't have to run into you again.
Well, then this is awkward for both of us.
Says if it helps your decision at all, I personally would like to stay alive.
Well,
Yeah,
that doesn't really sway me.
That's not very
I mean,
shocking. Except for this guy over here who constantly talks about death. Most people are pretty into life.
Yeah. You know.
And the other thing I can tell you is that if this helps sway your decision at all, is that the people who ordered the contract were dark elves.
Interesting.
And the rest I prefer not to say, or else be horribly cursed down my lineage.
Are you allowed to say if it was somebody within the knife? I mean, I assume it was.
Can you nod?
So I can tell you it wasn't anyone in the knife. We got hired. Special job.
Was it Jarlaxle who hired you?
I can't disclose. And that'll be my answer for everything along those lines.
Okay. Well, you can stay down here some more.
Wishing you take detect thoughts now, don't you?
It was right there.
I was trying to keep a poker face like, oh, this is going to change everything. She takes it.
Oh, boy. Well, I don't want to know. All right. Well, I don't know how to process this. So, let's go upstairs and have a drink. That's what I want right now. Let's go have a drink.
You see Ott steak and I have one too.
No.
Oh.
Yeah, that's a definite no, buddy.
If you're should she kill me or let me live? The in between here isn't, how about give me a beer? That's not the thing I want.
Yeah, it's
Well,
not gonna
if you're going to do it, do I at least get one last drink?
Well, I will contemplate that at the time. Let's go have a drink.
Bye, Ott.
Don't talk to him. He knows what he did, which is murder my parents.
Yeah, he definitely knows that.
You head up. It's hard to find a private nook. You can find your own little private nook in the Trollskull Manor if you wish, or you can head upstairs. But it's definitely a raucous atmosphere. There's owl bears and goblins and half orcs and everything like that. Just having a good time, eating food, drinking, socializing.
No owl bears could.
Oh, sorry, bugbears.
That makes way more sense.
Okay. I didn't want to interrupt. I was like, owl bears. And then I thought it was going to be something be like, yeah.
It's owl bear night.
Yeah. I was like, yeah, I just have questions, but also I'm fascinated by that. When do I get to play that character?
It's actually just a big bear with an owl head and feathers and stuff like that.
So
Actually, you know
cute.
what? Just
Wait, is
just
that
for
a real thing?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
I'll show you.
It's not.
They're a classic D&D monster.
I'll show you a picture later
Yeah.
on. It's adorable. They hoot gur
Ooh.
or hoot
Yeah.
growl.
Yeah, they're pretty deadly.
I like that he's like, they're pretty cute. And you're like, deadly.
Yeah, they're cute and deadly.
Yeah.
It's very true.
Like a real owl.
All right. Let's
Sure.
just, Malika just signals to lift. Just bring around, buddy. I need a couple shots, around, and then just keep them coming for a little bit. But
He brings a bottle of wine and a couple shots of critical hits and constitution saves.
you are a good person.
The only cups, he just leaves the bottle and it's just shot glasses.
You are a really, really good person. Well,
And a giant decanter full of water.
Thank you.
so responsible.
Yeah, that's going to be smart if we're going to pull off this heist tonight.
Malika,
Well.
takes a shot and then just kind of like slams down the glass and just like.
It's been a very big day for us, but for most of all, you, Amalica, you're handling it like a real pro.
I think I need the therapist.
Yeah,
but
definitely.
alcohol will do for now.
That's the tried and true method.
She takes one of the other shots and just like throws it back and just like, I'll slow down in a minute.
Yeah, no problem. I think, well, actually, I don't. Yosef, you got any like thing to purify a body or anything like that?
What?
Don't worry about that.
To like clear that? No, I don't have anything like that.
Gotcha. Yeah, no worry then. Okay, well, good to know.
I just like, I don't understand what Jarlaxle is getting out of this.
Well, he's definitely stirring the pot, as you said before. I think he might be like into you in a romantic kind of way. He is very charming and seems to be giving you like a gift, like a mouse would give to a sexy neighborhood cat. Like a dead mouse, you know.
Meow.
Yeah.
Oh, I see. He's giving the gift of vengeance.
Yes, yeah. Or it's like, showing he's a provider. He can, provide vengeance.
All the basic needs.
Oh, yeah, exactly. I mean, he is a pirate after all.
If you value vengeance as a currency, it's actually quite a strong move.
I don't know that I do.
Yeah, it doesn't seem like your style. He's maybe really misread the situation. That or, it might be something about your noble lineage or something. He might be looking to consolidate power. Or maybe he was the person who murdered your parents and he's just fucking with you.
Oh, boy. Well,
It's a lot of options.
this is a lot of options to deal with. And I'm just going to take another shot here. Malika picks another one up and just like throws it back.
Give me a Constitution save now. Yeah, as I was going to do on the third one.
Yeah, not bad.
Just need a 10.
Oh, yeah, no, I'm past. I have 13, 4, 7, 17.
Yeah.
Math. Yep.
You shake off the effects of ironically enough, the Constitution save.
All right, so, I mean, I want to, like, talk to Jarlaxle at some point in time, but we have some other shit to deal with, and it's been a long several days.
I mean, Amalica, I feel for you. And seeing you go through that emotional experience reminds me of the dim memories I have of my own parents. But as the brothers of the Order used to say, your parents are murdered, don't ask questions, focus on the now.
I thought, honestly,
Wait,
you were going to say the money.
It's true. They do say that a lot.
Wait. I have so many more questions for you now. Who killed your parents?
Someone?
And you didn't ask many questions about it.
The Order said not to.
It's true.
Oh, boy.
You listen to what the Pooh-Bashabooians do.
And, like, now that I've had a few drinks, I'm remembering all those weird symbols. What do those even mean?
Who knows? Can you read them?
I can't read them, right?
Which symbols?
The ones that Yosef's been seeing, too.
Oh, yeah. No, it's not a language you comprehend.
I have no idea what they are, like, whatsoever, but I believe you now.
I can't believe I hired the two weirdest murder orphans possible.
Murder orphans, yeah.
It's like both sides of Batman.
Oh,
I really know.
Oh my God, you're Alfred!
Very tiny Alfred.
I know how to pick them. Oh, geez.
Oh wait, no, maybe Alvin's Alfred.
Alvin might be Alfred.
Oh, you're Robin?
I might be Robin in this case.
What if Fablin's Robin?
He's the Batmobile.
He can, yeah.
No.
The never seen Batmobile. Well, I also now have many questions about your parents' death, but that can be investigated when a sexy pirate falls in love with you, Yozef.
Well, at the rate people fall in love with me, that is definitely likely. Listen, most people's parents are dead. All of us are going to die. We thought we had the Stone of Golorr this morning, but it turned out we had nothing. We thought we had an edge on the rat situation, and now they're eating all our food. I want to concentrate on getting the Trollskull Trio back on the winning track. So I suggest we rest up, not worry so much about who killed our parents and whether or not our lives and beliefs are lies.
I feel like you need therapy too.
Yeah, and?
I don't know what that is, but it sounds like an exciting new experience. In the meantime, I say we all take a short rest, gather our strength, because we'll strike tonight to find the real Stone of Golorr.
Do you want a shot?
Yes.
As Yozef downs a shot, you can hear the door ding-ling opens up, and you can see two the feathered helmets come in of city watch guards coming in. You see Alvin immediately beelines over because it's not like coming in for a break. Mm-hmm. They're in full regalia and guard, and he motions and points over to them and points over to you guys. And you see them come up to you while you're sitting at the table.
And these are just regular guards?
Just regular city watch guards.
Hello, sirs. How can we be of assistance?
Cromley and Blastman wanted us to give you a report of what we discovered at Gralhund Villa.
Oh, please.
So it looks like the Zhentrim broke into Gralhund Villa. They murdered their way in. Mm-hmm. It looks like Erstal Floxen was the leader, and that the Black Network had illegally broken into and entered the premises, and that we are concerned that the Zhentrim are now targeting the upper class inside Waterdeep. So we've issued an arrest order for any Zhentrim or Zhentrim related people.
It's a blanket arrests, eh?
Essentially, if we get word or notice that you're associated with the Zhents or are an official Zhent, we are hauling them in.
Mm-hmm.
Wow, drastic times, yeah.
Mm-hmm. Very, very drastic. What are your plans for tonight?
Oh well, we have our big party coming up.
Yep, we're just working on getting.
For tonight though, you have a big party coming up.
No. Winter Shield Party. Maybe you heard of it. Have you heard about it?
We have.
Good.
We're working on getting our supplies in order.
Streamers, balloons, some of those floating dragon things.
It sounds like you have a great party planned. Cromley and Blastman did ask that you come in for some questioning tonight, though.
Oh yeah, well we could go in.
Is now a good time?
We could go. Yeah, I think we could go in.
Sure.
Go in now.
Sure.
Yeah. Or in an hour. Either whatever's convenient for you guys.
Now is probably better.
Sure. Yeah, no problem.
This doesn't make me nervous at all. Let's go.
You see them escort you outside, and you see a carriage waiting for you, but it's distinctly like a city watch carriage with like a front wooden riding component and then like a caged component at the back. As you see them clink open the door, and on the inside you can actually see Davil Starsong clambered in chains. Looks like he's been bruised up and beat up a little bit. And it's like, if you will.
In the back?
In the back.
I mean, we could just walk alongside. Or...
I think we'd feel safer if you were in the back.
All right. That's a weird suggestion. As of course we're members of the deputies of the City Watch here.
You see, yes, I think if you actually check your badges, you'll find that is changed significantly.
I'll look down at my badge.
It is gone.
It's disappeared.
It's disappeared.
Oh, all right.
This is malarkey.
Your ACs now go down by 2.
Yeah. I'll cross those off my
I don't
sheet.
think I remembered to put mine up by 2, so...
That's all right.
No. Your AC is still
13.
Well, plus 3 for the mage armor, which is still
Oh,
on.
yes.
Yeah, it's a 16.
My friends, I must point out that the Trollskull Trio being arrested would be
Oh, this
poor
isn't an arrest.
marketing.
This is questioning.
Well, this doesn't look good.
All right, well, in we go.
Whatever. I've had several drinks. Let's just get this over with.
You're not clasped in chains, but they do help you into the back of the wagon. Davil looks awful. Like it looks like he had the boots put to him.
Hey, Devil, how you doing? Not great.
No, they beat me up pretty bad at Waywocket.
Yeah, they really messed you up there, buddy.
Yes, this prestidigitation is not going to get rid of these bruises too easily.
No, that's bad news for you, for sure.
As you feel the cart pull away, and you actually, it's chilly, it's cold. You didn't really have time to grab your winter wear, but it's about a 5-10 minute drive. It's a bumpy ride. It seems to be they're hitting all the potholes and all the flaws in the street on purpose. You guys are fine, but every time you hit like a jarring bit, like Davil gets shook up and just groans and moans every time you take a tight corner. You hit like a hard patch of snow or ice. Looks like he is elvish, but the temperatures are definitely affecting him. He's had a rough night so far. As you pull up to the tower, the castle ward in front of the City Watch headquarters, as the two City Watch officers get off, open up the back door and help you all out of the back, and then essentially grab Davil by the middle chains and pull him, yank him forward, and violently as well. Say, this gentleman here will escort you to the questioning room, and we should have you hopefully done in a couple of hours.
Okay, well, this took a turn.
As you head in, you can see that it's almost like a New York City precinct. Like it's busy, it's full. There's lots of people with either black leather on or black flying snake tattoos on their arms, either clasped in chains or bound up or sitting in groups at desks and stuff like that. As you are led upstairs to a grayish bluish room with a metal table and 3 wooden chairs.
Is it okay if Carl follows me invisibly?
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Does anyone notice him? Like, are there any sort of like magical detectors?
No, and he didn't get blocked when he went into when you went into those other temples. He's still with you. He's like, boss, this isn't good, boss. As you get led into the room and there's 3 chairs, and you do notice that there's kind of like this like purplish greenish kind of like glass mirror on the side, and just like one almost fluorescent type of light shining down. As they say, well, just wait here and they'll be with you shortly.
Okay, well.
Waywocket, what do we do?
Well, we cooperate. We've done nothing wrong. We were investigating in our duty as members of the City Watch that we are now currently not members of, which is very strange to me, frankly. And we play this by ear. Well, we've done nothing wrong.
Amalica, what do you think?
I don't know. Can you send Pizza Carl to check on that other dude that we subdued?
I can try. Carl, see if you can find Davil.
No, like the dude from the...
Oh, right. Yeah.
Flaxen.
Oh, we're still Floxen?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. He's like, I don't know. It's the place with like a lot of locked doors and cages. I'm good. I'm not phased through walls good.
Well, I don't know. This just seems...
I think we rest up, we see how it goes, and then hopefully they'll just ask us a few questions and we'll be on our way.
I mean,
How's
they're
your
doing
magic
this as,
eyes?
like-
Anything?
Oh yeah, I suppose I could use those. Magic eyes.
Magic eyes, do you turn them on before you go in the room or after you go in the room?
Wait, I thought we were already in the room.
Yeah. So when you turn them on inside the room, you actually notice that they fail to turn on.
Oh.
This is malarkey. Okay, well, you know what?
We're in an anti-magic room.
I'm going to try doing like a light or something simple.
You try and cast it and it fizzles out.
Well, I'm still riding that buzz. They've turned the lights down for the most part, so this is just honestly making me really sleepy. It's not a really good intimidation effort right now because I've just had a couple drinks on a very weird night.
Yeah, let's just have Rest up. They're gonna be in here soon. Just collect our energies. Everybody, it's gonna be fine.
You guys sit in the room.
Does this count as a short rest?
I was about to say you can count as this short rest. It's very stale. It's very very silent and very quiet. You can't hear the bustle that's going on from outside. You wait 1 hour. You wait 2 hours. You wait 3 hours. And about 3.5 hours later, the door opens up and you see Barnabas and Crawley come walking in. They've got a big brown folder in their hand that seems thickish, and they kind of just do like the plop, flops it down on the table. It's like, so thank you for coming in and for the questions. We really appreciate your help on this.
Amalica's just like lying face down on the table and drooling a little bit.
Are you okay? You guys
just
thirsty at all?
Yeah, we could use some water. It's been kind of a long wait, my friends.
You see him kind of snap his fingers, and someone comes in with like a big decanter and glasses of water and pours them out and hands you all.
Couldn't help but notice the anti-magic field in here. I feel a little unwelcome, frankly.
Well, that's just a safety precaution that's in all the questioning rooms. So.
And the badges you took away from us?
Well, we had some concerns. We did have some concerns that we wanted to ask you about. One is so when you approached Gralhund Villa, why were you investigating the villa?
Well, in a pursuit of the perpetrators of the fireball attack, we were given a hot tip by Raynon Nevermember that
you see him write down his name.
That one of the perpetrators had been seen going into that area. We confirmed that using our Nimblewright detector, that Nimblewright was in the vicinity. And having that be our lead suspect, we went in to investigate further. As we got closer, we saw the combat. And
how did you get into the premises exactly?
Well, we went in through the gate there, the back gate.
Lady Gralhund indicates that she keeps all her doors locked.
Yeah, well, when we got in.
Yeah, how did you get by the locked door?
Well, we opened it.
How?
With these little lock pickers.
So you picked the lock.
Yeah, well, we were investigating the case.
First of all, give me a deception check.
Didn't I do that?
No, you used the keys off the...
but we saw like the stable, and the stable had the horses that were set up.
Yeah, I thought that was open or something.
No, the keys. So the back gate was locked, and you used the keys that.
Didn't we hop over the gate?
No, you went around to the back because you used the keys that Carl got off the dead maid.
But like, how did we get into the property itself?
Well, through the gatehouse.
Yeah. And then that's where we saw like the horses.
Yeah.
So we had reason to suspect that something was wrong because of the horses.
Well, yeah, also the horses. Here, I'll roll my deception because I was mistaken.
Unless that's Miles forgetting.
That I honestly thought that I picked that lock.
No,
but,
I remember you used the keys.
Okay. But I rolled either way. I rolled an 11. Yeah,
and they say, see, that's the other thing is when we did an assessment of missing items from the house is that Lady Gralhund said that one of her servants was missing a keychain that had keys to most of the locks inside the house.
Oh yeah, that would make sense.
You wouldn't happen to have acquired those keys, would you?
We were in the carriage house and we saw the horse. It was all like gussied up to go out, and it just like.
Well, see, here's my question: is that the original owner of those keys was murdered?
Oh, we didn't do that.
Lots of people were murdered.
See, that's why we're interested. Would you mind if you turned out all your pockets, please?
Yeah. Sure. So yeah, like I mean, yeah, we got the keys off of the maid for sure. We are very good detectives. But here you go. There
so you went into the house, got the keys, and then opened the back carriage door with the keys of a murdered maid.
Well, we have a familiar, obviously.
And she was murdered when we got there.
Yeah, did you guys not see the battle that was happening?
No, we did see it. We also have some concerns that there was a full-on assault by the Zhentarim, in that Lady Gralhund indicated that they are after her fortune, and that they intended to target the other higher-ups, and that they've used espionage and subterfuge to infiltrate various institutions inside Waterdeep. And that's where we have a lot of concern. So I think that's why we brought you in for questioning. And you see an officer come in and collects all the glasses of water and leaves.
I'm actually drinking water. Like, don't take it away.
So, misconception cleared up?
It's like, and you see Crow, like, just one more thing. Could you explain the flying snake roost inside Trollskull Manor?
I knew this was going to come back to bite us in the ass.
Yeah, so that was installed by Davil Starsong, who, without our permission, installed it into the renovations that they just did. And we didn't ask for it. It went up, and now it's there still. They said they will take it down in a month.
So you're working with the Zhentarim then?
That is not accurate.
It seems like if you have a messenger roost for flying snakes, that through our investigation of the prisoners, fully informed us that you had.
It had what there?
The message roost.
Yeah, well, I mean, they are flying in and out. Can't deny those snakes, but they aren't ours, and we're not working for them.
Well,
in fact, many saw me pour a drink on top of Davil Starsong, or at least attempt to, at the yawning portal. Not how
that was yesterday.
There you go.
Yesterday.
Ooh, sorry.
Just yesterday.
So, well, I think our more concern is that you are associating with the Zhentarim and working for the City Watch at the same time.
We are doing a Winter Shield party. We're like associating with a lot of people and not like doing business with them.
You have a flying snake roost in your bar.
Yeah,
We're the
we don't want it
Trollskull
there.
Trio. We know everybody. And we have many different roosts throughout the bar.
You do. How many more roosts do you have?
I don't know. People come, people go, people associate with us. Good business means welcoming every potential customer.
Wait, do we have other roosts?
Yeah, I don't know what you're talking about here.
I don't think
you
that's
mean,
a thing.
You mean Fablin?
I don't know what I'm saying.
It's like, well, the City Watch has great concerns over your friendships and associations.
How do we make this right?
Well, we are going to continue our investigation.
Uh-huh.
And if we need to lay charges, we will. We do take into consideration the help you've given the City Watch so far, but there is that specter of you are doing this for infiltrating the institution and earning privilege and garnering favors.
But,
Outrageous.
can
This
I
is-
ask,
but
can I
this is
ask you
something
a
that-
question, though? If we were with the Zhentarim, why would we have called you in this afternoon on this attack? Like, why would we have possibly done that? If we were Zhentarim agents, why would we turn in...
Subdued the guy that we turned over to.
Yeah, why would we have given you all of our buddies? That makes no sense.
We do have an answer for that. We were told it's because they were losing the fight.
What? They weren't losing the fight.
No, they were winning quite handily.
Was all the dead people like...
There was a mix. From your remembrance, on the upper floor there was more dead guards than there were Zhentarims, but on the ground floor there was more dead Zhentarim than there were guards.
Well, I don't have an explanation for that part of it.
I
But
mean,
also, still, why would we have called you in?
yeah, why would we have betrayed our brethren in the Zhentarim?
We could have just left.
Or murdered more guards.
Or murdered more guards.
Like, that doesn't, I don't understand how
Or
you could...
murdered you, huh?
Oh, boy, nope.
We could have murdered you dozens of times.
You seem
Or why
close-
would we tell you about the groundskeeper guy and warn you to
Ooh.
not get murdered?
Yeah, how'd that leak check out?
Well, you could be trying to cover your own tails.
What?
Did you?
Malarkey. I'm a dummy. I wouldn't think to do that.
Also, what happened with that, the gatekeeper there? Did you turn anything up?
Well, it is part of our investigation, and we are choosing to exclude you from the information from that part of the investigation.
Well, that's real rude.
Yeah, frankly, I mean, we helped you out a whole bunch
You
here.
wouldn't even have been there if it weren't for
No,
us.
so
You wouldn't even have known about it.
And we questioned that helping gathering that you were associated with the Zhents before you started helping us.
Really?
It seems like you were trying to infiltrate our establishment, our institution of law enforcement.
What? We didn't ask for the badges.
Yeah, frankly, you bestowed that upon us.
Yes.
We would never have asked for that.
And that seems to have been a mistake.
I mean, you can think that, no problem. I'm a little offended, frankly, because I would have never asked for that privilege, and it was quite a privilege while it lasted.
Your free drinks are definitely revoked.
Well, hey, now don't be hasty. You're still invited to the party. I'm taking this. I think we want to take the high road here, Yozef.
Well, you're not being charged with anything. You are currently under investigation, though.
Fair enough.
We do have our doubts, and we wish to pursue this to see if there actually is a credible link. And so far, there appears to be a very strong link between you, the Trollskull Trio, and the Zhents, which is frankly concerning and disheartening for
I
the
have
city.
had a very long night.
Hey,
If we're not being charged with anything, can we go?
Yeah, also, FYI, if you take them as answering, that's great news for us. We didn't want them involved with our business. They muscled in. We are as much a victim as anyone else here, except for at least the murdered people.
This.
Oh, yeah, those murdered people were more of a
Yeah,
victim
definitely
than
they
us.
win the victim contest.
And where are these murdered people right now?
The ones
Lying around everywhere.
in the villa.
I'm sorry, are you a police officer? Like,
I'm sorry, I thought you were referring to sorry, I thought you were making a reference to other murdered people.
No. But yeah, the ones in the villa, definitely the top victims.
Yeah.
do you literally just bring people in and wait for them to mention murdered people? Like, that's a terrible investigation.
Well, you've mentioned it already, and you've confirmed the evidence we were looking at,
Sorry, confirmed which now?
that you broke into the back gate of Gralhund Villa.
Yeah, to investigate the fireball that you charged us with investigating.
Right. Most investigations require a warrant as well, proper procedure.
Well, I didn't know that.
Yeah, you just slapped a badge on us.
You didn't
I'm
give us
from a
any
death
training.
cult.
This is as much on you as it is
You want
us,
to talk
sir.
about culpability here. Wow, no, I just said I was a dummy. That's a big word for a dummy.
You see them both fold up their folders and you say, well, you're not being held. You can leave anytime you
All
wish.
right, thanks. But yeah, literally, I didn't know I needed a warrant. That this is as much on you as it has on me, frankly.
Truly. I mean, if you're not going to put us in police school and teach us these things, you can't be expecting us to know everything that we're
Yeah.
supposed to be
You
doing.
can deputize people.
Yeah, you deputized us, and we were pursuing the job as best we could.
Do you have a handbook?
Yeah, you didn't even have a pamphlet.
Actually, I believe the code legal says you need a...
Well, I wasn't handed a code legal.
Was I handed a copy?
Amalica was literally handed a code legal.
Well, so she was handed a code legal as a citizen of Waterdeep, but not
Yeah.
by the police.
Yeah.
Yeah, and this isn't a manual. This isn't how to police. Thank you very much.
All right. Well, Blastwind, Cromley. See you in the future.
I am disappointed in you both.
2 silver off cover, no free drinks.
As you make your way...
And your jokes weren't even that good the last time we saw you.
Oh.
You just step it up.
Now, cool it, Amalica.
Don't make it personal.
Yeah.
It is.
Well, you find yourself on the streets of Waterdeep in the wintertime. It is nighttime. You can doff your umbrella sunglasses. You have a couple of choices to make tonight and for the future couple of days. What do you do? And we will do that next week.
Ooh.
Ba-ba-ba-ba.